DeepSeek is sending shockwaves around the world, and here's why. Chinese artificial intelligence AI company DeepSeek has sent shockwaves through the tech community with the release of extremely efficient AI models that can compete with cutting-edge products from US companies such as OpenAI and Anthropic. Founded in 2023, DeepSeek has achieved its results with a fraction of the cash and computing power of its competitors. DeepSeek Reasoning R1 model, released last week, provoked excitement among researchers, shock among investors, and responses from AI heavyweights. The company followed up on January 28 with a model that can work with images as well as text. So what has DeepSeek done, and how did it do it? What DeepSeek did. In December, DeepSeek released its V3 model. It's a very powerful standard large language model that performs at a similar level to OpenAI's GPT-4.0 and the Anthropic's Claude 3.5. While these models are prone to errors and sometimes make up their own facts, they can carry out tasks such as answering questions, writing essays, and generating computer code. On some tests of problem solving and mathematical reasoning, they score better than the average human. V3 was trained at a reporting cost of about $5.58 million. This is dramatically cheaper than GPT-4, for example, which cost more than $100 million to develop. DeepSeek also claims to have trained V3 using around 2,000 specialized computer chips, specifically H800 GPUs made by NVIDIA. And this is again much fewer than other companies, which may have used up to 16,000 of the more powerful H100 chips. On January 20th, DeepSeek released another model called R1. This is a so-called reasoning model which tries to work through complex problems step by step. These models seem to be better at many tasks that require context and have multiple interrelated parts, such as reading, comprehension, and strategic planning. The R1 model is a tweaked version of V3, modified with a technique called reinforcement learning. R1 appears to work with a similar level to OpenAI's 1, released last year. DeepSeek also used the same technique to make reasoning versions of small open source models that can run on home computers. And this release has sparked a huge surge of interest in DeepSeek, driving up the popularity of its V3 powered chatbot app and triggering a massive price crash in tech stocks as investors re-evaluate the AI industry. At the time of writing, chip maker NVIDIA has lost around $600 billion in value. How did DeepSeek did it? DeepSeek's breakthroughs have been in achieving greater efficiency, getting good results with fewer resources. In particular, DeepSeek's developers have pioneered two techniques that may be adopted by AI researchers more broadly. The first has to do with a mathematical idea called sparsity. AI models have a lot of parameters that determine their responses to inputs. V3 has around 671 billion, but only a small fraction of these parameters is used for any given input. However, predicting which parameters will be needed is not easy. DeepSeek used a new technique to do this and then trained only those parameters, and as a result, its models needed far less training than a conventional approach. The other trick has to do with how V3 stores information in computer memory. DeepSeek has found a clever way to compress the relevant data so it's easier to store and access quickly. What it means? DeepSeek's models and techniques have been released under the free MIT license, which means anyone can download and modify them. While this may be bad news for some AI companies, whose profits might be eroded by the existence of freely available powerful models, It's great news for the broader AI research community. At present, a lot of AI research requires access to an enormous amount of computing resources. Researchers like myself, who are based at universities or anywhere except large tech companies, have had limited ability to carry out tests and experiments. And more efficient models and techniques change the situation. Experimentation and development may now be significantly easier for us. For consumers, access to AI may also become cheaper. More AI models may be run on users' own devices, such as laptops or phones, rather than running in the cloud for a subscription fee. For researchers who already have a lot of resources, more efficiency may have less of an effect. It's unclear whether DeepSeek's approach will help to make models with better performance overall, or simply models that are more efficient. And this is from the conversation by Tongliang Liu, Associate Professor, Machine Learning and Director of the Sydney AI Centre, University of Sydney, on Science Alert. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.